What group of athletes are you currently coaching?
So I'm currently coaching one athlete that is 12. And we started working together when she was 11. So she's still not in the IFSC circuit. And then I have some athletes that are 15. They all come from the same group. And the one that I've been going to the World Championships with is Geila Macia Martin, who is a climber that you will hear a lot more in the future. And I'm saying this not just because she is my athlete, and of course she is special in my eyes, but she is outstanding. She is the European champion and won the championships in both lead and boulder. So not only the championships, but the overall cup, let's say.
Oh, awesome.
In both cases. And also in the World Championships, she got 2 medals in the 2 disciplines that she competed in. So she is definitely outstanding. She was also the only one from Europe on the podium.
Oh, wow.
So, yes. Japan went very, very hard at the Youth World Championships. And it might be also because they're more familiar with the weather conditions, because every European got completely smashed by the weather conditions, because it was incredibly humid and hot. And the facilities were, I would say, pretty bad. So, for example, when they had to warm up for boulders, the bouldering area was extremely small. The route setting was very, very easy. There was a spray wall that was made only by jugs.
What?
So,
wow.
There were no hangboards. It was very, very weird. They all got a bit thrown off by this. And mentally, it was very hard, I would say, for everyone, because they didn't have a lot to work on. Everyone was trying to create boulders with, boulders that were not set for that intention. And the only holes that were hard enough were always the same. So everyone was almost like in line or trying to push each other out of the walls to warm up.
Oh, that's stressful.
It was very, very stressful. And you could feel it in the air, really, especially the first day when people went around the area and discovered that there was like one small campus board where it was like not the standard campus board, and it wasn't vertical. And the run was pretty big too. There was no space to move the feet underneath. It was very weird. So very, very difficult conditions, I have to say. And then when they were climbing outdoors, because of the comp settings were outdoors, the sun was hitting. Sometimes it was raining a bit because the high level of humidity does this. And everyone was slipping all the time. But overall, the championships went really, really well. The setting was very interesting. The sometimes weird, I have to say. Very hard to read boulders and routes, which in a certain sense wanted to, let's say, push for decision making, I would say. Route reading ability rather than strength and technique sometimes, because a lot of, for example, the females final was a disaster for half participants. Basically, half of the girls were crying when they finished. The route was incredibly hard to read, and a lot of people got stuck. Many mistakes and very difficult type of climbing, I have to say. And the boulder was pretty much the same, not as dramatic, I have to say. But you could see that the athletes were all struggling, trying to understand which was the best, the easiest beta. So flashes were less prevalent. Sometimes there were. There was a round in which Geila did all the boulders flash, but for example, not in finals. This wasn't the. Or for the finals, the boulders were especially tricky to read.